Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
In a world where everyone says hello,
they dare to say,
g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, good day.
Yeah, g'day. Yes. Good day. Yeah. G'day. G'day. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. Yeah. Good day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Good day.
G'day. Hey. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. G'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah. G'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Welcome to Yeah G'day, the complete guide to Australia.
Yeah, welcome. How you doing? Come on in.
Me?
The water's fine.
Personally?
Well, yes, yeah, sure.
Oh, no, everyone else. Yeah, no, we're not busy. This episode is recorded on time. Same time as always.
Yes.
Definitely not late.
Technically, we experience time in a linear fashion, but that may just be to do with our consciousness rather than the actual nature of time. So look that up. Don't look it up.
Read a book.
It might be wrong.
Tim, yeah, lots of stuff anyway, Australia, all that kind of stuff. Let's jump into the topic.
Yeah.
There's no time for this.
Let's get in.
Faff.
Also, it's already hot in this room.
Yeah, it's already hot.
The fan's been off for 2 minutes.
Tim, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How many do you do?
How many do I do? I wouldn't say I'm up there with the cricketers, but I'd go a good 6.
Ooh,
Yeah.
a 6. I did 4 on the weekend.
4 on the weekend.
That was okay. Although I came out hungrier, I feel sometimes.
Yeah. I haven't done any for a while,
Yeah, you got to do something.
but I have a feeling that I'm going to get a craving after this episode.
There is a box.
Oh, look
We're
out.
talking about Weet-Bix.
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 The, I believe, the health food. The health
food?
biscuit, rather.
Biscuit.
Yes, that was one of their original little slogan sort of things. Weet-Bix.
A cereal.
Everyone eats it. Everyone knows somebody that eats it.
Is it even a cereal?
Everyone eats it. It is a cereal.
Is it?
It's considered a breakfast cereal.
Is it?
It's a high fiber and low sugar breakfast cereal.
Oh yeah.
What else would it be?
But I don't know. Like, think of any other cereal. There is no other cereal like a Weet-Bix.
Yeah, but technically cereals, like cereal just
construct.
refer... yeah. Humans invented
pile.
cereal. Anyway, no, but like cereal just refers to like different types of grains,
Yeah.
technically. So
But
it's
like-
a cereal in that it is wheat
But you know what I mean, though.
in a biscuit form.
There is literally no other breakfast cereal in terms of something you put milk with that looks like a Weet-Bix.
Yeah, that's
Aside
true.
from Oat Brits.
Yeah.
which are all
Yeah,
like
which are exactly the same in every way. Weet-Bix, let's talk about them. I don't know if people overseas will even know what these are. I know that you can get them in New Zealand.
Okay.
You can get them in South Africa. If you don't know what they are, basically they are kind of these like little brick sort of things.
Yes.
They're just wheat,
Yep.
like a kind of like a wheaty. I don't really even know how they do it.
They're brown. Not brown. Whole grain. They're whole grain.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain what it is, but you just add milk, and then you eat it. It's basically just like
It's
wheat.
it's like a small brick.
Yes.
It's like 2 of the larger bricks you might get in a Duplo set.
In terms of size.
In terms of size.
Yeah.
But it's made out of a material that, in the grossest way possible, is like little flakes of skin when you're sunburnt and peeling, times like 1 million of them to form a dense
Yeah.
but yet light biscuit.
Yeah. I feel like if you like harvested wheat and then like put it all out and like dried it all out so it was flaky,
Yes.
and then in the same manner you would make a brick by like putting mud and shit together.
Oh, yeah.
You would do the same thing with the wheat to
Yes.
make a Weet-Bix.
You get mud and shit and you put
Yeah.
it together.
Anyway, so that's kind of what it is. We'll post a picture because I still don't think we've adequately described exactly what it is. It's very difficult to describe if
No.
you don't know.
Are they called Wheaties in other places, or is that something different altogether?
I think my nan used to refer to them as Wheaties. Have you had your Wheaties and things like that? I don't know if there's like an actual brand
Sounds
of Wheaties.
very
or
close
what
to
the situation
Weedy,
is.
the term that my family used for a penis.
Oh, I've never heard.
Penis being a term that we use for penis.
Oh, okay. Thanks for clarifying that. Let me tell you about Weet-Bix. Weet-Bix
Please.
breakfast cereal developed by Benison Osborne. That's a fun name. In Sydney in the mid-1920s. So it's been around, almost 100 years.
Yeah.
Set out to make a product more palatable than Granos, which was a biscuit that was marketed at the time.
I
So,
thought Granos was in Infinity War.
yeah, absolutely.
Man, if Granos was the unpalatable one, what the fuck was it?
Yeah.
Because this shit isn't that much better.
Yeah, you got to add some stuff to these. 19th of August 1926 is when he lodged an application for registration of the trademark Weet-Bix, a name which he devised.
Okay,
Don't know how
good
he
for
came
him.
across it. And like I said, the initial product they labelled as the health biscuit. And this was all marketed by Sanitarium Health Food Company, which still exists today.
Yes. Are they still a health food company, though, or are they just like a food
I think
company?
they're just a food company. Although, like in the 20s, health food was something very different now.
A relative term.
Yeah. Production began 659 Parramatta Road, Leichhardt. Very specific address that
Very,
I've got
very
here.
specific.
Yeah. So if you're in Leichhardt, go there. That's where it started. Under the management of Osborne, with the financial backing of a bloke named Arthur Shannon, and his mate, Osborne's mate, Malcolm Ian McFarlane from New Zealand, took on the marketing. So successful that in October of 1928, so like 2 years in, they sold the rights of the product to the Australasian Conference Association Limited, which I think was the name of Sanitarium Health Food Company
Before.
previously.
Pre-sanitary.
Yeah, so this is what it was called back in the day, which is an interesting fact, a wholly owned subsidiary and venture of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in
What?
Australia.
Sanitarium stuff is.
Yeah, so the original, I don't know if they still are.
Right, that's weird.
Yeah. So that's something.
Part of their holy ways.
I guess so. Then McFarlane, who, as I said, was from New Zealand, suggested that they started shipping the product to New Zealand,
Makes sense.
where, once again, it started being so successful that they couldn't supply it from Australia, so they decided, Osborne and McFarlane ended up going to New Zealand, establishing factories in Auckland and Christchurch. Once again, though, they ended up selling it all to Australasian Conference Association Limited. As I said, that's those guys, Sanitarium.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those, you know the guys.
Yeah. Then they decided they were going to export it to South Africa. So that's something that they did. Went to that country. They actually ended up, again, building a factory in outside Cape Town.
Okay.
They sold it this time to Bokomo. If anyone is from South Africa or lives in South Africa, maybe you know that
JP.
company, Bokomo, Bokomo.
JP, ask your family.
Yeah, and they still distribute it there. Yeah, JP, you listening, mate?
Oh.
Answer me when I speak to you, please. Yeah.
Stand up straight when I'm talking to you. Weird to be like, all right, New Zealand needs it. Done.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That guy is from New Zealand.
Yeah.
South Africa also needs it. Wait, why? What? How'd that come to mind? How do you think of South Africa?
No idea. It seems like it does penetrate a little into Africa in general as well, but I don't know if it's the same product. There's something called Weet-Bix, which is apparently similar and kind of from the same guys in a way, but it's not Weet-Bix. So I have a feeling that exists. Yeah, so I don't know. There's a lot of extra crap about them doing all of these economic ventures and trying to expand. I don't know if that's interesting. I don't know if people actually want to know about that.
Economic ventures of Sanitarium.
Yeah. Important thing that you should know, July 2014, they introduced gluten-free Weet-Bix.
They did.
Produced from sorghum grains, which I'm sure is a type of grain that exists that I don't know anything about. So if you look that up, yep, there you go. That's good. It's been very popular in Australia, of course. Online poll of 16,000 people in 2006 identified it as Australia's favourite trademark. It beat out Vegemite.
Okay, so that's incorrect. That's wrong. That's just wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not because that's the result of a poll, but that's fine. No. Don't.
Side note on hey, shut up for a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Wheaties is more like looks more like Special K actually. It's like a Special K kind of.
Yeah.
But if you look at Wheaties, I feel like that's kind of what you end up making.
It's like shredded wheat. I just realized that's the term that you would refer to. But, like
flaky.
Shredded wheat, but they just put it in a biscuit form. That's what Weet-Bix is.
Here's the thing though. What's the Weet-Bix slogan?
The slogan, as in the health food biscuit, or do you mean like their advertising?
Their advertising slogan.
Since 1985, the catchphrase has been Aussie kids are Weet-Bix kids.
Oh, I thought it was Breakfast of Champions.
Oh, that's one as well.
Because that's the slogan for Wheaties. On the front of this Wheaties box, it says the Breakfast of Champions.
Yeah, I think they still use that. Because those who also don't know, they've been associated with triathlon. They're kind of like Milo in that they get associated with like a lot of sporting events. So the Australian cricket team, New Zealand rugby team, they have a kids triathlon, which is an event they do in Australia and New Zealand.
Didn't your school come and try to get you to sign up to that? You were probably too far away.
Yeah.
When I was in school, they used to have the people come around, or they didn't always have people come around, but they talked about it every year. Yeah, there was like the Weet-Bix triathlon, and you'd sign up and do a triathlon.
It's bloody backbone of our sporting in this country. Yeah. Fun facts: in Australia, the soccer player Tim Cahill and a surfer Stephanie Gilmore are the brand's main ambassadors. So they're all about sports. Like I said, it's like Milo. For some reason, even though I feel like neither of them are particularly healthy.
Weet-Bix has a 5-star health rating.
And they say that it's like full of fiber. There is no sugar in it, so it's literally just fiber.
It's whole grain.
And it's supposed to like be a good source of energy. So I guess I get it. Milo, I understand a lot less. But yeah, there you go. How do you have yours?
On a hotbed of rich beef sausages.
Wow. Yep. No, that's the wrong way to eat it.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty I'm pretty basic with mine. So if I'm having, let's say I'm having 4, which is a perfect amount to fit in one bowl. Any more than that, you need to get a different bowl.
That's always the problem with Weet-Bix. Bowl size. Yeah.
So if I'm having 4, I'll paint you the word picture. I'll take you through it exactly.
Please do.
Put 2 on the bottom next to each other.
Obviously.
Punch them.
Oh.
You put your hand in the middle and you push them so you crack them.
We're not fucking around. The biscuits.
Don't you dare.
Get out of here.
Give me a solid Weet-Bix. Then I put 2 more on top of that, but you put them the opposite way.
Okay.
It's like Jenga.
Yes.
You want a sturdy structure.
Similar to Jenga, so then you try and take one of the broken ones out from below.
Punch them.
Yep.
Every time you put a layer on, you punch that layer.
Fuck it. They went to all this effort to put them into biscuits, but I'm not.
I'm cracking them.
Yeah.
It's because you want to get good seepage.
Yeah, you got to get good seepage.
If I've got it, bananas going on top.
Okay.
And then just milk. And I eat them quickly because I like them crispy.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless it's winter, then all the same stuff essentially. Leave your banana off before this step though. Put it in the microwave.
Chuck it in the mic.
You've just made porridge.
Pretty
Weet-Bix
much.
porridge.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how I have mine. How do you have yours?
Man, I really feel like Weet-Bix now.
I'll give you some.
Well, look, no, I'm not having it tonight. Yeah, the problem is always bowl size. So you're trying to find the biggest bowl in the kitchen first of all. Then you're trying to it's kind of, you got 2 on the bottom, of course. Then I chuck 2 on this side, 2 on this side. It's kind of like a little.
You make like a bed.
Sort of a bed-like structure,
a layout.
I guess. Yeah. Then I just put in milk and I add sugar on the top. Unless I'm going to heat it up, then I put it in the microwave, of course.
Yeah.
Which is something my nan taught me to do back in the many moons ago.
It's a good trick.
Yeah. No, it's quite delicious.
No fruit, just sugar.
Just sugar. Yeah.
I've never done the sugar.
Just like sprinkle sugar on the top. Yeah.
Maybe I should do some sugar on mine.
You can do white sugar. You can go brown sugar, which is delicious. Like, you know that kind of the wet brown sugar that you use to make caramel and stuff.
Yeah. you know when your sugar's wet.
Yeah.
Like sand.
Yes, exactly like sand.
Precisely like sand.
I have done the banana thing before, but if you add banana, you get a lot of banana flavor.
A lot of banana flavor comes through because Weet-Bix Weet-Bix have a weird flavour. So,
There is a flavour.
yeah.
But it's subtle and it's kind of like...
Yeah, it's strong.
It's like a long note.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't get the
a woody
flavour
palate.
straight up. It comes like through at the end.
The interesting thing about this episode is very well placed because I had Weet-Bix again. It was probably 3-4 weeks ago. I might have still been school holiday, so it could have been 6 weeks ago. For the first time in 8 years or something.
Damn.
Like, I hadn't had Weet-Bix in ages because last time when I was eating Weet-Bix, I was getting indigestion. I used to eat a different brand's version because they were a bit denser and I liked the density.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I had them again for the first time the other week, and when I had them, I don't think I had banana, so I just had milk. I had 2 Weet-Bix just to test the fiber waters. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, Weet-Bix are delicious. And it's just
delicious.
this stupid wheat biscuit thing.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Now, the biggest problem with Weet-Bix is they're friggin' sponges.
Oh,
Essentially,
yeah.
like, this is the other problem with
Time
like,
sensitive.
bowl placement is the ones on the bottom, if you do not move quick enough, the ones on the top are not going to get any milk because the ones on the bottom will soak up all of the milk.
Yeah.
So you've got to get under there so that you have enough time to get those top ones into the milk. Otherwise, you're eating dry Weet-Bix, and let me tell you,
Wait,
that's not nice.
are you pouring your milk on before you put on your last 2?
No. You pour it all over the top, but
Yeah,
like
you pour it on the top, cascades down.
pouring over doesn't like soak through the Bix. You know what I mean?
I think it does.
No,
for my palate.
No.
Because what I do is that I put, because the other thing, because it soaks up, you also have to look at your milk levels. If you really want it to soak up the milk but still have a lot of milk, fill that bowl to the top.
Ugh.
That's hey,
That's a
we
lot of
don't-
milk.
We don't Bic shame here.
Okay.
But if that's what you want, you do that. For me, I fill it up to where the second story of Weet-Bix sits, because then when I'm eating it, it actually sinks down another about half a Weet-Bix.
Interesting.
So there's not too much milk left over, because the leftover milk of Weet-Bix is not that great.
No. It's
But-
not nice at all.
The main one, as we said, the slogan that went around is still going around, mainly for cricketers, is how many do you do?
Yes.
Now, I would say that the maximum I've probably ever done would be between 6 and 8.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Some of these cricketers, it's like, how many do you do? And he's like, oh, mate, get up in the morning, I train for 3 hours, come home, have 24 Weet-Bix,
Yeah.
go out again. And you're like, wait, how many do you do?
You should eat something else. It sounds like you need to eat way too many.
It's
Yeah.
it's like the dick measuring pissing competition of the Australian sporting
is.
world is how many
It
Weet-Bix
is.
you. Well, I do 45 and I've been shitting through the eye of a needle for a week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Good for you, Ricky
They're
Ponting.
fibrous. They are fibrous.
But like that was always the question, is how many? Because 1, not enough. 2,
Hell no.
depending
Two
on
is definitely not enough.
depending on stomach size, 2 could be enough. 2.5. Elise was saying 2.5 is her go-to.
Okay.
I did 4 on the weekend. As I said, weirdly enough, back in the day, I used to eat a Weet-Bix and would be like, that's enough for me for the next like 4 days. I've had enough. Now I eat it and I get very hungry very quickly afterwards.
Yeah. Right.
So that's something.
Hey, just backtrack for a sec.
Yep,
You said Elise does 2.5. Does she snap the Bic in half?
I think so. Or she does 3.
I'm not psyched about that.
I've definitely come across Weet-Bix boxes in my past where there was a half in there.
Ah.
Sometimes you don't want a full edition.
No, interesting.
And why waste a Bic?
Yeah, interesting.
I'm pretty sure that they're like sheep. Like a Weet-Bix is the same as a Weet-Bix, like plural. But I maintain it's a Weet-Bic
Yeah.
and a Weet-Bix.
yeah, obviously.
But so yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe I'll start pushing more to the 5 or 6. But at the moment, I'm in the world where the fiber hasn't killed me yet, which, as we know, for me is what I'm playing a dangerous game.
Yeah,
At any point, I could push that threshold. You'll see halves in there, so I'll just be going half increments.
yeah.
When Mum was growing up, I believe, she told me that the treat they used to get was a Weet-Bix,
Yep.
a Weet-Bic. Either, I think there were 3 options. She'll correct me. There was definitely the option of Vegemite on it.
Yeah, I've heard about putting Vegemite on
I think there might have been an option of putting like margarine or something on, or butter on it as well. Or I think just have it plain. Now, for those listeners that have not had Weet-Bix before,
no.
there is a game that you play at school camps and stuff where you see how quickly you can eat a Weet-Bic, and then you have to try and blow up a balloon. because it's an impossible task because you are so dry.
They are
It sops up your mouth moisture.
like we said, they are sponges, like literal sponges. It's impossible to eat them dry. Ugh.
But sometimes I crave a dry one. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I could go dry Weet-Bix.
What is wrong with
Or
you?
imagine, you know, like how you get the milk arrowroot and you put like margarine on it.
Yeah,
Imagine
yeah.
putting margarine on like a Weet-Bix.
But they're so thick, you'd have to put so much margarine on them. I would.
every side of it.
I'd be interested in venturing down a path where I add milk and maybe a little bit of honey.
Okay.
Perhaps a fig.
Oh, now we're getting going a bit far.
It's a little bit fancy.
Berries were usually a thing.
It's kind of like a little bit of a pudding sort of thing, right?
What if we drizzled chocolate over it so it became like a hard chocolate on the Weet-Bix and then eat into it?
Like ice magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like make it like a chocolate bar, but with a Weet-Bix inside.
Yuck.
I've got some experiment to do. Everyone just shut up.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Can you imagine taking a bite of a chocolate and inside is a dry Weet-Bix? No, thank you.
One of my friends from musicals, Steve, who probably doesn't listen to this because he's a trash bag. His grandpa has a thing that they refer to, that he refers to, the grandpa, who is I think an old Italian man, as Weet-Bix. Weet-Bix. Supposedly, his Weet-Bix is like some Weet-Bix. I think some like probably more fiber powder or like some kind of vitamin
Jesus.
supplement or whatever.
Yeah.
He's an old man. But then I think he pours like, it's either orange juice or coffee or something over the top of it and creates some kind of disgusting, stinky sludge mess.
I have heard of this orange juice concoction. I've not heard of coffee.
Disgusting.
That sounds disgusting. Actually, coffee would probably work better than orange juice. Yeah, the orange juice thing freaks me out.
I'll have to ask, I'll get the recipe off Steve, but it sounds horrid.
Yeah.
But delicious all the same.
Ugh.
Anything else to talk about with the old Weet-Bix? Weet-Bix?
I think that's about it.
The best thing is that you can buy, like, the box I bought was just the normal 2-layer box, which has like 20 something in there. But then you can buy like the 1.5 kilo box, which is enough to build a house out of.
Oh yeah.
And it'd be a sturdy house.
You know how they have that 20% more?
Oh yeah, all that
They've
crocker shit.
literally always got that sale going on.
There's 20% more.
Think,
Yeah.
I don't think that's a like limited
20%
time
more
offer.
on what?
It's been going for years. I'd like to hear how everyone else has them.
Number one, how many do you do? Number two,
Yep.
how do you do them?
Yep.
Number three, what are you wearing
Yeah.
when you're eating them?
Yes.
I wear nothing but rubber gloves. Whilst we're talking about cereal, I will give a shout out to what I've dubbed my favorite podcast right now, which is Seriously. No, it's called The Empty Bowl,
Okay.
which is part of Seriously.net. Justin McElroy and Dave Graber, I think is his name. Man, I always forget it. I'm a bad person. But that is a podcast all about cereal.
Wow.
So if you liked this conversation about cereal, boy howdy, is there a treat for you of 8 episodes of cereal talk.
That's the one to go for.
Tim,
Yes.
we have a dadvice
Yes.
that is an recording
Oh.
sent in by our friend Jack Donaldson.
Oh.
So what we're going to do right now is play it, and then seamlessly it will play in the podcast, and then we will, as seamlessly as it was once played, respond.
Yeah, I imagine it'll probably just like it's just going to play in the room and like this is all happening.
I'll
in
give
real,
it lots
real
of
time.
echo so it sounds like it's real. So here we go.
Yeah, g'day boys. I need a bit of dad advice. By the time this goes up, I will have been to and from Melbourne on a bit of a holiday. Sure, I enjoyed myself. Just wondering how you guys deal with the wanderlust you get afterwards. I'm already looking forward to my next holiday, but I know it won't be for a while. So, just any helpful tips to help me get through the pressing time of work and regular life. Cheers, boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jack. So much emotion.
Yeah, no.
So well done.
What a question.
It is a question.
How do you deal with the wanderlust, after a holiday? Well, Jack, if you're anything like me, you just go ahead and book another holiday.
Immediately book.
Almost like literally only being back for like 2 weeks. Just on a whim because there happens to be a sale.
On a wing and a prayer.
And you're just like, oh, there's a sale. I guess I'll just book another holiday. And then you spend a lot of time just thinking about it. I don't know. How do normal people deal with it?
I don't go on holidays much. So therefore, no Wunderlust.
The key is abstinence. I've
Yeah.
always said abstinence is the best thing to teach everybody about everything.
Everything.
Because it always works.
Yeah. I don't know. Like what we did, the most recent holiday I went on was Tasmania.
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird to say it. Tasmania
Tasmania.
instead of Tasmania.
Tasmania.
And I didn't really get too much Wunderlust after that because we were only there for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, right.
I think time has a big part on holiday thing. But in like 2 or 3 months, I'm going to New Zealand
Yep.
and we'll be there for about 10 days. And I expect to have a significant amount of Wunderlust
Yes.
when I come back. And the way that I would deal with that is scream into my pillow each night until I can fall asleep sobbing from being exhausted.
Well, that should be fun to live with, yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. Yeah, no. I think you've got to just find a way to plan for the next one.
I think planning,
Looking forward.
that is the thing.
Yeah.
Is planning for the next one. Wait, we're meant to be dads here. Mate, your mother and I haven't been on a holiday in bloody since you kids were born. We took
Yeah.
your sisters to the Gold Coast before you were born. True story. My parents took my sisters to bloody Dream World and all this shit before I was born.
Ah.
They ever take me? No, because it's very expensive for 3 kids and 2 adults.
Correct. Not so expensive for 2, though. That's,
obviously.
Yeah. No, mate. Bloody, you reckon we got bloody money to just take you on these holidays?
Send you on holiday?
I'm up every morning. I go to work, come home. All I want to do is rest, and you're bloody bugging me about going on holiday.
Back in my day, we had to work hard. I'd try and own a house. Didn't have time for a bloody holiday. We were so poor we couldn't afford holidays.
Yep. And
Wait.
if we did go to one, we walked through the snow with our bare feet to wherever we were going.
Ate dirt for weeks.
Yeah. Nah, that's literally it. That's my advice.
Yeah,
You
plan for the next
You just gotta look ahead. Figure out what the next one's gonna be.
Yeah.
Start planning.
Because now that I've done, now that I've planned a big holiday, because this is, I have to get a passport because it's been so long since I've travelled that my passport expired and everything. Like it's something to look forward to. And so
Yep.
I assume that's how people do it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, yeah, you just plan so you got something to look forward to.
Yeah. Or engage in activities that will improve the next holiday.
Yes, like learning how to speak New Zealand.
Yes, that's exactly
Kia ora.
the example I was
Yeah.
thinking
Oh,
of.
that's what I thought.
Definitely not specifically my own example. The New Zealand thing.
Do you know Tim's
yeah.
been to Japan?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard about that. Also, that I'm learning Japanese. Were you aware of that?
You know, as
Yeah.
much as I hate Tim, he told me that he was told that he had a good speaking voice for his Japanese,
Yeah.
which I was like, you're a wanker.
Yeah. No.
Tim spoke some Japanese around me the other day, and I was like, that is a pretty good speaking voice for Japanese.
Mate, apparently my accent's pretty good. Yeah.
But the
My
thing
pronunciation's pretty good.
about-
That's
thing
what I
about
heard.
Accents,
Yeah.
is that the only way to actually sound like you're doing the language right is you have to be a little bit racist with your accent.
Yeah, I know.
You have to go stereotypical.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing, but I've just learned in my, I don't know if you know this, but I'm an actor. In my years of acting, is that to get the accent right, you kind of have to go, and especially with
You have to fake it a little bit and go with the stereotype, typical
and we've
accent
talked about
sound.
the Japanese words as well, like the westernized Japanese words
Yeah.
that are the mix of them. They're
Like
very,
makodonotsu.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or ice cream.
Yeah.
Those
Ice
kind of ones.
cream. Yeah.
It's got that kind of element of if someone said that to you on the street, you'd be like, sorry, I don't think you're allowed to say that. But
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Yeah, because they do have a lot of English words
Yeah.
that they use, but you have to pronounce them with the Japanese intonation and their syllables, which are consonant directly followed by what's the opposite of the consonant?
Vowel.
Vowel. That's the one.
I'll take vowel for $100.
So they don't just have the M.
yeah.
Like my name's Tim, but it's Timu
Yeah.
in Japanese. Anyway, why are we speaking specifically about Japanese?
Because you said that's the way to benefit things.
Yeah. No,
so
it is.
Jack, just pull your head in, mate. Come back down to Melbourne again. Because
If you want to come to Melbourne, maybe start indulging in coffee a bit more. Maybe
Yeah.
learn a bit more about coffee.
coffee colonics
Coffee colonic.
with a Weet-Bix in there,
Yeah.
that'll clear you out
Yeah.
or clog you up.
Why
I
would
don't
you
know.
put the Weet-Bix up your... Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, so Jack, there you go. That's that's also our first ever recorded dad advice.
Yeah, that was fun.
I think John Apolu has... I think when he's been on before, he's read his dad advice.
He's delivered it to us in person.
But that's our first sent in. If you want to send in a dad advice that's been recorded, don't. It's too much effort, and I don't want you on our bloody podcast.
Yeah, I'm sick of this.
No, it's actually a bit of fun.
No, it was fun, yeah.
So
I'd like
thanks
to
for that,
have that
Jack.
happen again, yeah.
Whilst we're on that, thank you, Jack, for becoming one of our newest Patreons.
Yeah.
Our Patreon patrons.
Cheers for that, bruv.
Enjoy the Q&A where we really aid the Qs.
Yeah.
But thank you for that. It's helping Tim get through Japanese school.
It is, yeah. It does. It pays for my bill directly. But also another one who joined,
Yeah.
Tom Morton.
Oh, Tommy, you mean Tommy Morto?
Tommy Morto.
As I've always called
As
him.
we all know him, Tommy Morto. No, a friend of mine from the Canberra acting school days. Did you know I went to acting school?
I did not know that, Tim. I did not know.
Do I talk about myself a lot?
No,
I feel like maybe I do. He was the accompanist when I was there in Canberra, and good bloke.
Good on you.
Listening.
Great bloke now. He's giving us
to
money.
the show. Yeah, no. Cheers for that.
Good bloke before. Wonderful man now.
Great on the piano.
We
might hear from some stuff from him in the future. So,
not with us. He'll just play some piano.
Yeah.
We're going to start having... The podcast is too much talking, I find. Podcasts shouldn't be all about talking. I think we need musical interludes where Jack
absolutely.
not Jack. Well, Jack can play too, but Tom plays a little bit of piano.
I would like to ask a question and be answered in a piano instrumental song.
By synth vocal sounds of like, do-da, do-da.
Doodah?
Anyone?
What?
What does it mean? What was that?
I don't know.
Oh, I think a truck went by. Tim and I are sitting in darkness because it's more romantic.
Yes, I forgot to turn the light on.
Because Tim's light switch is outside the room. Funny story.
So hot in here.
But I think a truck went past and it blocked out all the light for a second. So I thought I had gone to the dark side.
Yeah.
I think that's everything. So get yourself some Weet-Bix. Eat them, get the fibre going. Try some Weet-Bisque when we get the recipe up. Tell us how you do it. Tell us how many you do. And then go and listen to The Empty Bowl. And I'll tell you what about The Empty Bowl. This is my last thing about it.
Okay.
Because our podcast is all about talking about other podcasts. Is that Justin McElroy, we've said that, I think we've actually said this before, he is the best at sign-offs.
Yeah.
The sign-off for The Empty Bowl is don't forget to drink the milk.
Oh, that's fun.
That's a damn good sign. We've only got this bloody flippity-flop bullshit.
Yeah, I know, disgusting. Who even came up with that? Some kind of idiot?
You. Anyway, so that's how the episode went. So good stuff. I am hungry. As always, thanks to Teylor Smirl for our wonderful cover up.
Curtis Fernance, Fern Tree Music. Curtis is a man who would do a lot of Weet-Bix.
Upwards of 10.
Yes.
At least.
Because that's the kind of manly man that he is. Cheers for that, Curtis. For the introduction. Yeah, cheers, mate.
Costly venture, because I reckon a big box of Weet-Bix is what, $7 to $10?
No, not even that much. Weet-Bix is cheap.
What, a big, like the 1.5 kilo with 20% more?
I don't even know. Look, I've not done a Weet-Bix pricing survey recently.
Can you imagine being these cricketers? Obviously, they're sponsored by it. Can you imagine being a cricketer who eats 20 for breakfast a day?
Yeah.
That's a box.
It's financially unsustainable, honestly.
And also your guts. So anyway, do that. Follow us on social media at G'day Podcast. Go to the Patreon. Give us more money, less problems. The Q&A's up there. The Q&A was actually quite good. We enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, that was fun.
We indulged.
Yeah.
And that will do it. Sorry for the lateness. Not my fault. Not Tim's fault. Your fault.
Yes.
You
as a person.
As always. Yeah, g'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone. Catches on the flippity flop.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.